Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Happy Monday to you. We're taking a quick look here at BNB, seeing what's going on. We got some pretty significant increase in volume, mainly because there's a lot of speculation online. So be careful with what you read right now, whether it's true or not. There's a lot of FUD right now circulating on social media for CZ, okay? So just make sure you understand that that is a lot to do with this here. The price action shooting down and then up. I do want to congratulate our community members here for our Premium Plus group. We scalped the hell out of this coin here. 38% in 7 days, 34 in 8 days, 22 in 9, 22 in 5, 22 in 12, 30% in 2 hours. Just killing it here with this coin. Thanks again for the wonderful feedback. And again, keep in mind, when it comes to the price action the way that it is right now, we got to be mindful of a few key factors. And that comes in the ways of liquidation in the back end. So we want to talk about that here. Oh, and just before we get started, I want to say before I forget, to our community members who are loving this exchange, thank you so much for the wonderful feedback. You do get some significant benefit rewards if you use my link to register. No VPN, no KYC for Bitunix, phenomenal exchange. So if you are somebody that trades but cannot trade on Binance, for example, then obviously you might want to consider an alternative. So what we want to take a look at here, of course, is, look how gross this is. Every single liquidation level was hit. Look at that. We got liquidated down at 236. All the liquidation levels at 250 to 255 are gone. Same thing with 257. So a fresh reset, essentially. You can kind of see how hard this got here. So not fantastic trading conditions. We can see there's a lot of liquidation levels at about 255. So we have more folks trying to long than short right now. Okay? So keep in mind, that could be a focal point there. 255 could be a liquidation hunt to the downside, but again, there's not a lot left. So it's kind of open game right now. That's why you see the price action jumping around a lot because of that. So let's look at the daily time frame, just quickly note a couple things here, and we'll work our way down. We can see here, of course, tons of fair value gaps just above the current price action. So as from before, we free fell from 304 all the way down to like the low 200 ranges. So you can see there's a significant amount of fair value left in this coin as the price continues higher. So be mindful. The BNB could very well continue upwards. We could see here as well that there's a MACD convergence on the horizon. While it hasn't happened yet, it's definitely looking like it wants to. MACD looks good. RSI is right in that sweet spot between 50 and 70, still bullish. Money flow index, my speculation is going to start increasing. You can see this little curve up already just based on today's candle here so far. So again, mostly bullish stuff here on the daily time frame. Pretty much everything is bullish when you look at it, honestly, because if you take a look at the amount of volume, we're above that volume support. We got this ascending trend line here as well that's running concurrent with a 20-day SMA. Let's go ahead and extend that out here and just kind of get perspective on the fact that this coin is definitely looking pretty strong. Okay, so for right now, looking like it wants to continue higher. We'll double check a few things here, but again, that massive amount of volume does change things a lot. When we take a look at the RSI, same thing here as well. Price just shot straight up there, broke through that resistance level. Money flow index is high. That basically presumes here that we should be able to utilize this $258 as a support if we close above that today. Okay, that's a tentative resistance, so you can see we wicked up, but right now having trouble crossing that plane for the moment. So just know 258 is a point of contention. MACD is still converging here, and once more, all the moving averages are below the price action. This is a really common occurrence when you see the price action shoot up the way it did. So the price does end up pulling back here. We're going to draw out some fibs here for this just to kind of give you perspective. If the price does pull back, you will see these three levels here as a potential reality: 255, 251, and 247. Almost exactly even numbers there. So what you want to know here is if the price does pull back to those levels, it's common for it to bounce off 0.382 based on that being the most recent high. And you can see this kind of consistency here right at about 255. That's a level that the price action has had difficulty crossing. And now that we're above that, if we do close above that here today, we're going to be in much better shape. So even though I'd prefer a closure about 258 or higher today, 255 would give us really, really good situation for a potential bounce. So buying that dip could potentially be beneficial. I would urge caution, though, of course, based on the simple fact that the price action is fluctuating so significant. Sometimes it's best to just kind of avoid it and let it kind of relax first, okay? Because again, we take a look at some confirming factors. Ichimoku Cloud's giving us all green lights here to leave your long position open. But you got to keep in mind this, it's fairly erroneous because of the fact that we have this massive wick here, okay? So again, when things like that happen, always recommend waiting on the sidelines, try not to get too crazy. Yes, our trading bot was taking tons of profit here today based on some previous indications. Okay, so previous to now, our trading bot has been picking up on some pretty significant increases in price. Okay, the price action it was expecting to come up. Didn't expect this to happen though. Honestly, that should have taken longer. All right. So again, the general bias here is up. I think it's pretty safe to presume the price will continue higher. But once more, with this candle wick here, I would much rather wait almost a full 24 hours before I trade this coin to ensure that I'm not just FOMOing into a potentially disastrous situation. So please, please, please exercise caution, low leverage, low position size if you're going to take a trade like this. All right, folks, that's what we have here for today. Again, once more, make sure you check out our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. Join us over on Bitunix, phenomenal exchange. We got a lot of new registrations there, which is great because now we can have some trading competition soon based on trading volume and, of course, the more important profit and loss ratio as well. So there's some cool stuff coming on the horizon. Thanks again for the wonderful feedback. Glad it's working well for you for that non-KYC, non-VPN exchange. I do also have tutorials for that exchange as well, so if you're curious about that, link down below. I have a playlist available for you. Thanks again for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.